In horse racing circles, Charles J. Cella was known for turning Oaklawn Park in Hot Springs, Ark, into one of the most successful tracks in the country. In St. Louis, his family's companies, Southern Real Estate Financial Co. and Southwestern Enterprises Inc., were often associated with their real estate holdings, which included iconic downtown buildings and high-end Ladue retail. Mr. Cella died Wednesday, December 6, 2017 at his home in Ladue due to complications from Parkinson's disease. He was 81. Mr. Cella took over as president of Oaklawn Jockey Club after the death of his father, John G. Cella, in 1968. The Cella family's roots in racing date to the turn of the 20th century. Over the years, the family divested other racing holdings, but Oaklawn remained in the family. As Dad would like to say, "There's always going to be a guy who thinks his horse is faster than your horse," said his son, John Cella. The family real estate business, Southern Real Estate Financial Co., was founded in 1903, and the fourth generations of Cellas now operate the closely held firm. Until 2 years ago, it owned the iconic Union Trust building built in 1893 at 705 O Street and designed by famed architect Louis Sullivan. Until 2003, the company owned the Orpheum Theatre on 9th Street, also known as the American Theatre, developed in 1917 by Mr. Cella's grandfather. The company still owns a piece of Kena Plaza downtown. Mr. Cella was a frequent fixture in St. Louis high society. Former Post-Dispatch gossip columnist Jerry Berger often mentioned Mr. Cella's gatherings and activities over the years, including posh events at his home in Ladue. He knew how to entertain, whether it be through Oaklawn or through Truffle's restaurant or the American Theatre. He knew how to entertain people. But at the same time, he was a very private guy. John Cella said, "He was part of the ownership group that made the first bid to win back a National Football League franchise to St. Louis after the Cardinals moved to Arizona, an effort that was ultimately upset when Jacksonville landed a team." His family was an investor in the original production of the musical, Oklahoma, and over the years he donated to various arts organizations, as well as health research and education. Outside of business, Mr. Cella was a nationally ranked squash player. In the 1960s, he and squash partner Ted Simmons, not the former baseball player, won 5 Western doubles championships, said Simmons, a lifelong friend. "He's just one of those guys who had a lot of charisma and charm." Simmons said, "He was just fun to be around." Mr. Cella was born in St. Louis and graduated from St. Louis Country Day School and earned an undergraduate degree from Washington and Lee University in Virginia. In addition to son John G. Cella, he is survived by daughter Harriet Marshall and son Louis A. Cella, all of St. Louis, and 8 grandchildren. A memorial mass will be celebrated at the Church of Annunziata in Ladue at 11 a.m. Saturday. The Associated Press contributed to this story.